They got them out for a brief moment, and then we did the what not to do. We maybe learned from the previous mistake, but they tried, and it clearly didn't work on that one. Maybe I'm sure they gave it another go after that. But sharing, learning from mistakes, the lessons I learned, a great way to share as a leader. And then we bring others along. Hey, we encourage. Our job as a leader is to be the cheerleader. In tough times, we need to be the hard coach. I want you to take out your phones and tell me how many of you have had someone on your team qualify here for leadership training. Pull out your phone, a couple more. I know there are so many of you in the room that have others here on your teams. Several hundred of you in the room and going. So you are doing it. You are doing it. People in the room, you are leaders. If you don't have someone in the room today, you've got someone at home. You are leading. We've got to bring others along on this journey. We've got to share our experiences, share what worked, share what didn't work. How do we bring others along? Show them their path as leaders. Your belief is what will help them along that path. Your belief is what will build the steps for them to keep going. Your belief will ignite their belief to become that next leader. And that belief will give them the strength to get through those challenges, those stub of the toe that will come along their way. I want to share another quick video about leadership.
Jack Welch once said, "Change before you have to." How true that is. Championship leaders understand that in order to remain relevant and competitive, they must foster a culture that embraces change. When you think about the brands that have been around for 100+ years, how they looked in the beginning is much different than how they look now. They changed. The brands they once competed with no longer exist. Why? They didn't change. Grace Hopper once said, "The most dangerous phrase in language is, 'We've always done it this way.'" As the leader, you must relentlessly fight this mindset. Don't allow your team to focus on how things used to be, because used to be don't make honey. Instead, focus on how things are gonna be. Gonna bees make honey. Gonna bees have a clear vision of the future and how they need to grow in order to become that better version of themselves. They understand constant growth requires constant change. Remember what John Maxwell once said, "Change is inevitable. Growth is optional." Close your eyes and visualize what things will look like in 3 years. How will you need to evolve in order to meet that vision and be a front runner in your space when time comes? What changes do you need to make? Start making those changes now. As the leader, you have the remote. If you don't like the channel you're on, nobody can change it but you. So stand up and change it. And don't be afraid of the naysayers. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, "Do what you feel is right, for you will be criticized anyways. Trust your instincts. Pursue your vision. Even if no one else sees it, just start the journey. The others will follow."
Amen.
And stay ready. New levels will bring new devils. But the higher you climb, the stronger you'll get. Take pride in being a professional problem solver as you rise. Remind your team that every change you make is an effort to get better. You don't change for the sake of changing. Like Jim Rohn said, life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. At the core behind every big change is a why. And that why is to get better.
Amen.
It's not a job, it's a privilege. It's a privilege, so embrace it. Embrace leadership, embrace change. Why? To get better. Are we driving towards used to be's or gonna be's? We're driving towards gonna be's. Let's be the leaders striving to get better. Let's ask ourselves, what is leadership to us? Give me a word. Anybody have leadership? What's one word that comes to mind when you think of leadership? Integrity, courage, shout out.
Authentic.
Authenticity. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. All good attributes of a leader in leadership. I want to share 3 with you today of attributes that are very important of a leader. One that I think huge is to be a lifelong learner. Someone who is getting better, someone striving for new skills, new information, someone who is inquisitive. Be an observer. We got to stretch our comfort zones. We don't learn by doing what we already know. You improve and you learn by pushing things a little bit farther. You improve by doing. You make some observations, what worked, what didn't, you adjust, and then you do it again. With stretching, when you stretch, you will fail. At times you will fail. When you move the target further away, you will have some misses. But then you hit the mark. And you can't worry about a few misses in life, because that's how you stretch and learn. A lifelong learner has unknown potential, unknown passion, unknown potential, I hope known passion. With practice, we can go to places that we won't believe. The second I would like to share with you about leadership is lead by example. We've heard it already. We've heard it several times this weekend, the last couple of days. It's easy, right? We all know it. Lead by example. This is one we all know, but one that we should all be a work in progress at. One we can all get better at. A leader does the things they want to duplicate. They take the action, they demonstrate it, they talk. They not just talk the talk, they walk the walk. And you all took action to be here. There were opportunities along the way to get better. Where were those opportunities for change? Where were the opportunities to improve? What's the one thing in your business you would want to see more of? That you need to do more of? Social posting, recruiting, follow-up, recognizing people in your organization, connecting, just staying in touch. It's a busy world out there right now. From your team, what would you want to see more? Do more of that. Make the observations, adjustments. Lead by example. You know, leadership is not a title. It's not being here at this event. It's not a rank of emerald, sapphire, or diamond. It's not a position. It's an action. It's doing it. It's leading by example. It's changing the statement from "you can do this" to "we can do this." Being authentic. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to be vulnerable at times. Make it about the team. We move faster together. We ignite hope, help, and happiness for those who want more out of life. Find those like-minded people and run with them. And a great example you can set is to be in love. Showing someone how to love what they do, there's nothing more rewarding. At one point, we hope you all fell in love with Plexus. And most of us here know the difference between falling in love and being in love. You want your team to love this business. You want your new people to say, there's something special about this company. You want your people growing into those next leaders. Our job is not to create followers, but it's to find our followers who want to be leaders and show them the way. If you get better, if you lead by example, you will turn your followers into leaders. How many more people from your team will be at the next leaders retreat?
Woo!
We want to grow these exponentially. We want them to be better than the last. A great way you can set the example is to continue to walk the walk. And a true way to walk the walk, a true feature of a leader is being humble. Leading with humility. And I feel like sometimes people mistake humility maybe for a weakness or a softness, or that this person maybe a pushover. I think we can all find a situation in our lives, in recent past probably, that someone lacked humility. Not pretty, is it? Don't worry, we've all done it. No, humility is not thinking less of yourself. Humility is thinking more of others first. Don't strive to be the champion, strive to be their champion. Who can I brag about today? Who can I lift up? You give away the credit when there's a win, and you take the responsibility when there's a miss. A leader admits the mistakes. We all have them. You spoke too soon, you acted too quick, say something, right the wrong. Ask for feedback. What could I have done differently? These are not new concepts, but one we need to be aware of as we lead. Be a lifelong learner, get better. Lead by example, show them the way. We got to do it. And be humble. Let's do it with humility. I want to close with a good quote I found from an 11th century Icelandic explorer, Leif Erikson. We are all leaders. Whether we want to be or not, there's always someone we are influencing, leading them to good or away from good. Let's make sure we're the leaders influencing people to good, and let's make sure we are the gonna-be's who are leading people to always get better. Hey, appreciate y'all. Have a great day.